should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story. And now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before. Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix gnat he mentioned. The one Holo and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Accio. Could the Phoenix be in there? Revelio.
Feather fetches.
Oh, should have stayed at the castle.
Sendo. You'll need to be confringo. I've seen battle. Slow. Protego.
Oh, here to show me some dark magic.
Stupid. Descendo. Defender. Repulsor. Stupid one. Accio. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Defender. Confringo. Protego. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Cursed fiends. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. More poachers. How many are there?
Show yourself!
Stop right there!
You, that goblin hell!
Expelliarmus!
You stole our hippogriff!
Nothing more.
I have estimated you.
Your poaching days are over. Revelio. The Phoenix. It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do. Revelio.
You're gonna regret it. Perfect. Tough.
Second! Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. There it is again. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
It isn't the
I hope you have your affairs in order.
You!
That was for Highwing.
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Hello. It's Al. I can take you somewhere safe.
Revelio.
It seems happy to come with me. I wonder if it could travel in the knapsack. Hello. I'm it out. Take you somewhere safe. Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased. I should investigate.
Levioso!
Revelio. Confringo.
Always. Except this time it's not just one, is it? It's the whole lot of us, all falling prey to some delusion what seems to have gripped one of us' minds. That's what's happened here, isn't it?
Revelio. Expelliarmus! Accio! Descendo!
Did you find the Phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable! Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens! What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him. hasn't seen this many plants here before.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time. I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course.
Actually,
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Mother's rolling in her grave, she is.
Revelio.
It's you.
Hello. It's good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Mrs. Rabe. How is Mr. Rabe doing?
He's resting at the moment, but seems to be in good spirits.
I hope the next time Rookwood's lot comes calling, you'll alert the authorities.
Yes, I will. Lesson learned. If I'd known what you were planning, well, let's just say I'm desperately glad you're all right. Rookwood's criminals aren't to be trifled with. Promise me you'll stay safe. Your bravery is to be admired, but taking unnecessary risks, well...
Don't worry, Mrs. Rabe. I can take care of myself.
Yes, I believe you can. Thank you again, for everything.
Revelio. More gold? I must be getting closer.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
Real magic tricks won't get done. How did you survive?
Glaciers!
It's a student!
Revelio. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Rependo. Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Could it be a Merlin trial? Confringo! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. That's that. Settled. Revelio. Revelio. I should investigate. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Marlon. Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Gibraltar. Descendo. Propendo. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Levioso. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Flipendo. Revelio.
I'm ripping and darts. What you do?
Accio.
That's one. I shall avenge your death. That's the student who released. Show no mercy in the cursed mountain.
Revelio. 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 Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Confringo.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. 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 I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief, and his heirloom's coming home. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Absolutely shameless.
I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the Niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
I found your heirloom and I'll give it back to you. For a price.
Huh? Suppose that's only fair. Very well, we'll call it a reward. Sounds more decent that way. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in.
Hello, nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
I hear there's a goblin mine near here. Have you ever seen it?
I've been near it, but never in it. I could likely find some valuable beast products, but it's not worth the risk. Ranrock's loyalists are not ones to be messed with.
How long have you been living in Irondale?
All of my life. My sister and I were raised here. I stuck around. She had other plans.
What sort of products do you sell?
I sell all manner of beast products. I always found beasts interesting, and there's quite a market for them. Fancied I could make a profession out of it.
Just having a look around. Thank you. I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Revelio.
You made it.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumour was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumour, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Revelio. You don't think the rumors about the cave are true?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Revelio.
It's another aggressive one.
Descendo. Revelio.
What is going on with that?
Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Defender. Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Flipendo. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos.
Confringo. Revelio. Descendo. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Depulso. Revelio.
Whoopers!
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whoopers song is said to drive anyone who hears it
Accio.
mad.
Depulso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
The moonstone is here and so are Whoopers. I wonder if it's being protected.
Revelio.
Why am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this.
Accio. Lumos.
We need to find moths for those spinners.
Accio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Accio.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Revelio.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Accio. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Depulso.
Merlin, it's
Accio. Flipendo. Lumos. Levioso. Glacius. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
Revelio.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here. I just know it.
Confringo.
Given what Fwoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see
Revelio.
this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind. Confringo.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. We found it! It's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
I think I'd like to look around a bit first.
I suppose we could spare a moment. Very well. We should leave soon. The longer we stay, the more I want a Fwooper.
Revelio. From the outside, you'd never guess this place even existed in here.
I have a feeling that was the idea. Are you finished exploring?
I believe I am.
Good. If we leave for the henge now, we should make it by nightfall. We still have the poachers to contend with. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the moonstone goes.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night the night I met Highwing, actually
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Why didn't you tell me this before? After all our time together.
I'm sorry. I thought about it so many times, but I'm ashamed of who my family is. I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
Poppy, you're only one person. You can't save them all.
I can try, and I've had a bit of help so far. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous, and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
That sounds a fine idea, but I would like to look around a little before we leave.
Of course. I'll just wait here and try not to fall asleep.
Revelio.
I suppose it is rather late, isn't it?
We can head back to the castle if you've seen enough mooncalves one day.
Yes, please. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Holo is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way, but that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Holo. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Revelio.
Almost. You're weak human.
Revelio. This mine could be hiding a secret. Asrock and his loyalists. No No sign of Lodgok out here. Must be inside already. Revelio. Look at the size of this one.
Something seems wrong.
This place is teeming with randoms like this. I have to keep my wits about me. Revelio. This cart ought to get me deeper into the mine. Just like Gringotts, but I'm in the driver's seat this time.
Something seems wrong.
How deep will this take me?
Ranrock's gonna be pleased with our progress.
Who was on that car?
Lend me a hand with this part, will ya?
That has to be the end up ahead. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
Dying, are we? It won't be long now before we find another repository.
One left you get to sunshine. Remember, how nice of you to stop by. One less human to worry about. Levioso. If you get best of
Your spells glance off of me. You won't stop me. Not right. I'm not quite. You can't stop us. Levioso. Much concern.
You won't. Your time is so tired. Could have
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Propendo!
I've been fighting since before you were in the... One more taken down.
Luke.
I won't rest. One less human to worry about. You will suffer.
Good freedom.
Get accustomed to that. I won't rest.
Your Revelio. Where does this one lead? Off the beat. I'd better light these boilers if I want to go any further. I hope I can get to Ranrock before Lodgok does. Revelio.
Another drill is complete. The wizarding world will crumble.
I can end this right now. I have to destroy the drawback and stop Ranrock's.
Vegetables in combat. No! Temptation does not belong in I won't rest. Dead. Revio, Repulsor, Descendo.
I have to find a way to stop that drone. Confringo!
Is unfortunate. No matter, we will build another.
I found this one lurking outside.
Lord Gok, come to make amends, little brother.
I came to stop this.
What is this you've brought me? It cannot be. All this time, you knew where it was.
Are you all right?
I'll never understand you, Lord Gok. So gullible. That witch did not consider you an equal. She, like all wizard kind, sought only to use you.
You're wrong, Ranrock.
The young ones are especially deceitful. They are taught to hide their disgust for us, as they exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragbor's last journal. Wasted my time chasing a child. And my little brother knew where it was all along. But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
I was bringing it to you.
You are a traitor to our kind! No! Avada Kedavra!
Poor Lord Gok. Dead by his brother's hand. No wonder he tried so hard to reason with him.
Revelio.
Now to get out of this blasted place. I'll send word to Fig to meet me in the map chamber. He and the Keepers need to know Ranrock has that journal and knows where the final repository is.
Go and patrol. Like I ain't got nothing better to do.